I couldn't stand the stink in there if I went in his lobby or his apartment, you know what I mean? Them guys are nasty, you know that, right? And black people don't take a bath. Oh my God. They got these, they get these what they call ringworms in their head. Oh my God. And talk about lice. Oh my God. And the women are just as nasty. Oh God, no. I was like, what the? Oh. They stink that bad? Oh. And their clothes are probably all just, ugh, you know? Oh my God. Yeah, I had one of them. Now, we opened up the playpen. We took out the baby maker and opened up the playpen. Yeah. Winnie. We've had somebody take parts off of it since it's been sitting there. Oh. Yeah, they better be watching it. I catch anybody out here, I'm going to shoot them. He just bought a grill, and I think the grill...
Is that why Ryan don't have a mom around? That's David. That's Brad. I just look in those eyes. You look like a walking cancer patient, David. Look, I mean, I'd be embarrassed about it like that. Tell these motherfucking people, what the fuck do you mean by that? What do you mean by he looks like a walking cancer patient? What do you mean behind that? So you can't say, oh, they're in my shit. Maybe you say these things. No, I'm embarrassed. I'm gonna jump off here, Barry. That's pretty good further, you piece of shit.
Attack him. I didn't do anything to him.
I know, but the language.
Anytime, boy! Anytime!
Come on, Dad, let's go. This is in the 70s, Dad.
Scared me.
Come on, Dad,
Hey, it takes a bigger man to
He's got
walk
his camera off.
Bigger man to walk away.
Coward!
Kind of weird you want to fuck a 25-year-old. What's your mouth?
Come the fuck on, motherfucker!
Sir, go on, please. Go on, there's a bunch of kids.
Please, Dad, come on, let's go.
I'm not going anywhere.
Come on, Dad, come on.
You come to my show? You run your goddamn cocksuckers? Yeah, you, motherfucker!
Please, Dad. Come on, Dad. He's right. There's kids. Come on, Dad.
Attack him. I didn't do anything.
A girl. And then...
Alrighty, you guys. So we're gonna do 2 bear videos just to keep things up. Dad, you haven't seen this one, right? So I have had the glory of watching this. Hey Barry, look, you got 116 views, Bubba, out of 3,000 subs. So in this video, I'm just gonna play it. Barry does a couple things wrong and he lies and he's full of shit. Barry's seen this because he talks about he's at a bank, but I don't see a bank in this plaza. Barry's seen cop cars and immediately pulled in there to try to shoot a video. This is what I'm telling you happened. Because think about it. They wanted in this video that Barry's going to get shoot off by the police. He's going to get told to get the fuck out of there. But Barry says in a statement that you know when he's doing the video, his statement is, well, they wanted everybody else's information, but not mine. Well, if you were the first one to see it and the first one to come out, the cops would have wanted your information.
Exactly. You'd have been the #1 witness.
All right, guys, we just saw a freaky thing. Vehicle come flying through McDonald's and went flying through this building right in front of me.
And another thing I want to point out, Barry witnessed it, right? Look how his fucking van's parked.
In a handicap spot at that.
How'd Barry see anything? Look where his van's parked. Was he look through his rearview mirror the whole time? But I think he says he followed her or some shit.
The lady apparently had a seizure. So I called 911 with my phone, with my YouTube phone.
But you're driving.
And this lady's still breathing, but they say she's foaming at the mouth. I was just completely just flabbergasted with what happened. It's just something you
Barry's the #1 witness. Remember that. Look what Barry does. Pay attention to this. Barry didn't want to get a ticket. Look at this. Watch. Look where Barry went the first time he started shooting the video. Look what he does.
Mom's van.
Look at all the nicotine stains and shit.
It's horrible, dude. I mean, it's disgusting, dude. I mean, that only happens from heavy smoking. Ryan must be a
Look
smoker.
what he does.
Too.
There's a handicap spot right there. Look where Barry's moving it. The non-handicap spot.
His first thought was I got a handicap
There's
spot.
police everywhere.
What a piece of shit.
Never
Who parks in a
experienced anything
handicap
like this in
spot when
my
they're not
life, but-
fucking handicapped?
It
You're a fucking piece of shit, dude.
was one of the most scariest moments
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had around here since the wreck, of course.
Hey, your van, it's got a rust hole the size of a fucking Grand Canyon. I can put my foot through
Think
it.
about it. Why would he move his van?
So we got
You can see right where he's parked, handicapped.
fire truck here as fast as I could. I called 911 as soon as I could possibly.
Listen, if he was the main one to call 911, they would have wanted his statement. That's a
Listen,
fact.
watch, listen,
Right away.
listen.
That was my intentions. To get her some help.
Look,
I don't know. We gotta leave, I guess.
look what he says.
Do you want my name and number? You don't want my name and number?
Y'all heard what Scott just said, right? You're leaving.
You don't want my name and number either? I saw it.
They've got witness information already.
I'm the one called 911. Okay. Yeah, that's me.
Bullshit. What, they already took everybody's information that was witnesses. Bullshit. You're a liar. The cops would have wanted your fucking statement. Bullshit. You lying piece of
It's a
shit.
blessing. I don't want my name and number.
Because you didn't see shit.
See, now it's a blessing. You see how fake this cocksucker is? At
You see
first,
it first here on.
I'm gonna be a good civilian. You need my name and number, officer? You need my name and number? No, I don't want your shit. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to give it to you any fucking way. See what I mean? I'm gonna take my toys and go home.
It's in the garage.
And I want to point this out. What kind of loser does this? This is somebody's fucking worst nightmare. This is somebody's mom, somebody's grandma that had a seizure and wrecked into a building. And Barry's fucking filming it. That was his first instinct, was to pick up my phone and think, I gotta shoot a video.
I mean, I don't know. News people do the same shit. I mean, reporters, fucking paparazzi.
They don't claim to be saving people's fucking lives and everything on here.
That is true. They're not claiming to save nobody's life. I mean,
They're a reporter. Barry's saying that he was the first one to call 911. He saved her life. Then why would you be willing to put her out here like this?
did you go in the building and look at her, dude? I mean,
No, he stayed in his fucking car.
Exactly.
You're a fucking piece of shit, dude.
We're out of here, guys. We did all we could for the lady.
What'd you
It
do
was
for
No,
it, dude?
no, you didn't. Because here's the deal. You are not a witness to this. They would have wanted your statement. So there's a lie right there. And I'm telling you this. If I saw a woman, which is what you're about to say.
I would have been in the store checking on her. The
Yeah.
first thing I would have done is ran and checked on her. I don't care.
Well, I would have tried to stop before then. I would have tried to get in front of her, and
How you gonna do that?
well, Barry says he chased her and he wasn't going to put his car in front of her because he didn't want his fucking van fucked up.
He chased her.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
He's getting ready to tell you how he do it. He saw her coming, hurry up, got behind her, and he was chasing her down.
So you psychic and knew through that long ass parking lot that she was headed for a fucking building. It wasn't just some asshole speeding.
But if you
knew some lady was in the car, was having problems, and was going too fast and was going to run through the fucking building. You was psychic enough to know that to follow her.
No,
all
now
the way
that
to
I think
the door.
about it, you know what I think it is? She probably cut Barry off. And Barry was like, I'm going to tell this bitch a piece, give this bitch a piece of my
You're
mind.
just talking shit. Think about the logic in it. How would you know what her intention was? How would you know she's in distress?
Curious things in a while that I've,
You're a
seen,
loser, dude.
They're
You're a
running
loser.
everybody off, so I'm not going to argue with the police. They want me to leave. Bye-bye. They don't want my name. They don't want my number. That's fine by me.
Dude, cops in your area don't fucking know you, Barry. Look how many times you've been arrested in your life. You're probably on a first name basis with detectives.
Buddy, if that's in your area, I promise you're on the radar, Barry. They're and all I'm saying is, Barry, I promise you're on the radar, Barry. You have my word on that.
Okay.
I don't
All the
really
shit you be talking. Wait for that knock, motherfucker. I'm telling you.
I don't really care. But you're this good dude, but you don't care that, they have the facts and everything.
Talking shit. We got a shotgun, convicted felon right next to your fucking
Well,
helicopter
people
door.
leave their name and
Don't worry,
number.
bud. You're on the radar.
They can deal with the hassle of,
They probably knew who the
Listen,
fuck you
of
was.
it, you know.
You're missing it, Dad. Listen.
Other people gave their name and number. They can deal with the hassle of
Do you hear that, right? Other people gave their name and number and what they saw, but the cops didn't want the key fucking witness to all this
I knew that.
to see this.
We
to
figured
put
that
down a
when the
statement.
cop told him that a minute
Yeah,
ago. Cop
but
told
I
him
want
that.
to keep reiterating because it proves Barry's a fucking liar. And if he was the first one to see this, he saw what happened from the time it started till the time it ended, they would have wanted his statement. Why didn't they want your statement, Barry?
Because they knew who he was.
it.
They didn't want anything from him.
So we're going to show you where it started at. She was in the parking lot of McDonald's over here when it all went
And
down.
you were at this bank over here. Did you say in the beginning you were at your bank?
Sitting in the car and had some kind of seizure or some kind of medical
How do you know why she got in the car?
emergency.
How do you know that? First of all,
How was she coming to the parking lot? Did you know that was the issue?
at fucking 70 mile an hour.
Right.
Because let me ask you guys this. When,
I see people, man, go through parking lots just getting it, dude. I mean, that don't mean they're going to run into the fucking building. That don't mean that they're in distress. I just think, what a fucking idiot. Slow the fuck down.
let me ask you guys this, okay? When you're driving, okay, let's say you're doing 40 mile an hour, your normal driving speed. You look over and see the car passing. Do you tell what that person's doing in the driver's seat?
You tell her you're going to run through a building?
She hit the gas and it was in gear. And she went flying through the parking lot, took down a pole over here. We're going to try to show the pole.
You know right now cops are thinking, fuck, is he gonna come back?
Then we're going to shut her
Here's the
down.
thing,
'Cause
man. I mean, the cops can't.
I'm a little
technically make
shaken.
a person leave the crime scene. They can make
Just
you get
goes
back
to show you,
the
you know,
rule. After
It
George
can
Floyd
happen,
shit,
you know,
they
it's
made
just
it to where fucking you have the right to
freak
stand there and
accident.
film.
And a woman had a medical
But you have to be
emergency.
so many
I'm sure
feet back.
she knew
There's
she
so many
was
foot
sick
rules, law or some
for a while. I don't know if she has some kind of...
Now Barry is claiming this woman knew she was sick and she was having. Hey Barry, you have to be seizure just because I've had it since I was a little kid. I haven't had one in like 10, 15 years. But with that being said, you have to be seizure free
Not
for
a full-blown seizure.
Yeah, you have to be seizure free for like what 5 or 6 years before you get your
It's a
license.
little- I can't remember what it is now.
You have to be seizure free for so long before you can get a license. That's what I mean. You're a fucking idiot. So if she was prone to having seizures, apparently on the regularly, then she couldn't have a license. If she let the DMV know, because that's what they ask you. You should know that you've got a license before. Ryan's got a license. You should know this.
I doubt he's got a license.
brain seizure or what?
Brain seizure.
You only have brain
You
seizures. You
idiot.
fucking
Where do you
idiot.
fucking think a seizure comes from, dumbass?
Your brain.
Jesus Christ. But this
And it's
man
not a
is-
seizure. It's epilepsy. That's what it
There's
is.
different seizures for different things.
You
People
have
have
grandma.
epilepsy,
You have.
seizures. I mean, you can have seizures.
Here's where she started at. She come through right here, and she was over there, and she next to that white car, and she went flying across there, and I was coming through here. I was going to come through. Thank God she didn't hit me, and I seen her screaming across, so I went down and kind of like chased her, but I realized once I got so far that down there was nothing I could do. I mean, you know, what am I going to do? Try to block her with the van? No, I'm not going to do that. To get my van tore up, you know, she belonged to my mother. I would never.
Heaven for fucking
If
bid.
that belonged to your mother, how do you think your mother feels about the way that motherfucker looks at it? Look at the steering wheel, Barry. Your fucking hands would stick to that. Well, not your hands, because your hands stick to everything. All nasty and yellow and shit. I mean, I was a smoker for 25 fucking... Man, I smoked since I was 16 years old to about 3 years ago. Well, how long's mom been dead?
3 or 4.
3 years.
Heaven
In
forbid.
2 days, it'll be 3 years.
Heaven forbid, Barry.
And my shit never was yellow like that. My walls still ain't yellow like that. And Tori was a smoker the day she died.
I'm gonna say this. Heaven forbid that you try to do something like that to stop her from going to a parking lot and take a chance on hitting a kid or a mom with kids or something like that. Heaven forbid you tried to make the effort, but you want to act like a fucking hero on here. You're less than a hero. You're a scumbag. Hence why
We're gonna have a lot of people saying I would put my car in front.
Hence why nobody on YouTube wants anything to fucking do with you. You're a loser. You're done on here. Nobody wants to be associated with you. As you've seen with
Hey,
this
Barry,
Rich thing.
listen, this sum it up like this. It's a story of your life, Barry. You're an army of one. Because that's how it's been most of your life. That's how it's going to be when you die. You're an army of one, bud. You got Ryan. That's it. You better treat him right. Because he's probably getting sick of your shit.
Think about it. Now he was a firefighter. Now he's a fucking EMT. I mean, now he can know somebody's without even going up to the fucking vehicle to see what they're.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Barry. Since you was the first one on the scene, dude, when you seen that woman run through that fucking building, did you park your car, get out, run in the building to make sure she was okay? Nobody was pinned in between the car and the wall. I mean, or did you sit in your fucking van and wait for the cops? I promise, bitch.
He sat in his
you
van.
sat in that van and waited for the cops. You ain't no fucking hero.
I would have been
a
out.
hero would have been out of that motherfucking
I would have been out there
car,
in there.
been in that motherfucking. I would have been in that building. On God.
Yep. Making sure there's no, I guess, no pin.
Right.
What issues? If she had a kid in the car and her kid was hurt.
I mean, you're full of shit. You're a zero, dude. You sat in your car on 911.
But there you guys go. Some unforeseen medical emergency for a lady.
Now, did she have a fucking seizure when she foaming out the mouth or not? Because you just said some unforeseen medical issue, so you don't know what the fuck's wrong.
She almost ended in her life being taken because of simple as she was in drive when she had the stroke.
Had a stroke?
Had a stroke? See, what?
I don't think a stroke makes you stomp on the gas. Don't a stroke kind of make you go out and it's not going to cause you to run through a building? I mean,
seizure. They're saying seizure. We don't know. You know, they're not doctors. I'm not doctors.
So a paramedic told you what this woman's what was wrong with her. That's a lawsuit. Liar.
Steven Ashland got.
Liar. You're a fucking liar. What do you think about this, Dad? This
typical
is
Barry Beamer shit.
Trying to be something he's not, a fucking hero.
I mean, 1 minute he's like, hey, I'll give you my information, officer, I want to be involved. And then when the cop tells him not to be involved, it's, fuck you, I didn't want to be here anyway. You know what I mean? It's typical shit. It's like him talking shit about fucking Jeff Nim's car, man. This is on God. If Barry would have had a chance, had $1,000 in his pocket, and that car popped up, he would have gave $1,000 for that car. It would have been the best fucking car since
It'd
sliced
been
bread.
fucking wicked fast.
Yeah, it would have chirped tires in 5th gear. I mean, and I know it don't have 5 gears. That's how Barry put it. You know
No,
what I mean?
but here's the thing.
It wouldn't be a piece of pile of shit.
Here's what I
It's
want
only
to
pile of
say.
shit because he don't own it.
Here's what I want to say. If Jeff so chose, he could go get a 455. You know, he could make that car a real hard. That's not the point.
That's not the point of the car.
It was his grandma's. It's memories. It's you know.
Out of everybody, you think Barry would have understood that shit and got that, and Barry does. He just acts like you don't.
Okay, there is one car here that I have that belonged to a dead loved one, that Le Mans Outback. I'll never get rid of that car. That car will sit there and rot into the ground. I'll really say it out in here. It'll rot into the ground before I'll sell it. Just because that was the last car my uncle died before he died of cancer. It was the last car he owned.
He had 2 of them.
Well, he had that. He had a Catalina, which I regretfully got rid of.
Corvettes.
He had a bunch of Corvettes. Actually, I've told the story before. My first ever ride in a Corvette was a C4 like I got, except brown. And my uncle's name was Charlie. He fucking scared the living shit out of me. And I was probably 8 or 9. But I remember it was the funnest ride ever since then. I've always wanted a Corvette. And I got a C4. And just like he had, except mine's blue and his was, I think, brown of some kind. But my uncle had tons of cars. He was always willing to. He had tons of shit. I mean,
he's the type of dude that fucking
he would took Barry for
all a
everything he
bucket
owned.
of shit and come out smelling like a rose.
I'm gonna tell you this, dude.
I don't know if y'all know that saying, but
Tell you this, Barry. He's the type of dude that would took you for everything you fucking have. He would have got all them cars out money from you. And he would have made you. And this is the truth.
he's a successful version of you without the pedo shit and the racist shit. You know.
He would have made you feel like you were getting the best deal in the world.
He could hustle a fucking Eskimo in the spine stuff.
I mean, I love that, man. I wish I had his talent when it came to trading and shit. I mean,
but don't get it twisted. He wasn't just great ass fucking dude either. So
he always did me right. I mean,
he always did you right. You're right. I mean, he had his issues.
You want to talk about going horribly? I mean, he went horribly.
Yeah. Talk about cancer, dude. I mean, you piece of shit, motherfucker. I mean, cancer has ravaged this fucking family.
Yep. But with that being said,
my wife's mom's buried fucking all her brothers because of cancer, dude.
Yep.
Well, Jock, we don't know, but I'm pretty sure she thinks it was.
I think it's the way. But and that's a different story. We're not getting into that on here. That's a story that I don't want to get into on here. We'll see you guys here in a minute for another Barry review. Barry, you're a piece of shit. You're a fucking liar. You didn't witness jack shit. You're a liar. You chased her down because she cut you off and you were pissed.
You know, his story jives. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be fake about shit, dude. I mean, his story, he was probably coming through the parking lot. He seen that woman. It took a lot to smack that pole and knock that pole like that. And for her to keep going, I wonder what kind of car she's in. She must be an SUV or something. She definitely wasn't in a little Honda Civic or something. I mean, he probably was coming through the parking lot and this fucking car goes wham and the pole falls over and he sees sparks and shit and sees the chick flying. I mean, that's all plausible. I mean, that probably did happen. Where his story falls off at is when he gets up there, he stays in his car on 911. You're a coward. You knew damn good and well that the car went to the store. You should have went and checked on her. Now, would I have drug her out of the car? No. I wouldn't have touched her or anybody else that was hurt unless the place was on fire.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I use what Dad's got his own use. So Dad says story jives. I mean, Barry definitely, dude. Definitely didn't. I don't know why they didn't want a statement if he was fucking the first one there and seen everything. And
he stayed in his car, dude. He probably just got out of his car when he started filming. He probably waited for the cops to show up, the ambulance to show up, everything else before he got out of his car.
So it'd be a spectacle on camera.
Because he's a fucking coward. I mean,
we don't do that. I mean,
he don't want involved. He didn't want involved. You seen him go. Listen, man. If he was concerned, he went and moved his car out of a handicap spot because he was afraid the cops was going to say something to him parking in a handicap spot. Yeah, that's where he parked at. The car went to the store and he parked in that spot and watched. That lady could have been in that fucking store dying, needing CPR or something, dude. Or somebody pinned against the car or anything, dude. And he would have sat in his car and watched that lady burn.
And the car caught on fire and he would have known it until it's too late.
On God, I believe that I would put my life. He would have sat in that car and watched that lady burn. Or that anybody in that store died. Before he would have got out and actually went in and did something.
Oh yeah, guys, this is like good content. Look what I seen.
So much for that fireman in your blood, because firemen don't think twice. They're the first ones in a motherfucking building.
Got one that lives fucking 2 houses down from me, and I don't think he gets paid. He's volunteer. I mean, he does his shit just why not? He's a prison guard by day.
That's the whole fire department here, though. It's all volunteer.
I mean, and first of all, another thing I want to grind. Why the fuck do you park in a handicap spot when you're not handicapped? Why? You're a piece of shit, dude.
He just parked there because it was the closest spot up there, and he wanted to watch. He literally watched this whole thing, dude. Because listen, if he would have been involved in any shape or form, the cops would have wanted a statement from him. If he would have entered that building, he would still be there. I'm
willing to bet that the people, when Barry's standing there by the cop car, the people that was actually standing up by the building.
I promise people went in that building.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. If you guys watch this, remember back when Barry starts recording, there's a lady in a blue t-shirt and somebody else in there. I bet they ran in the building, and I bet Barry just stood there and watched.
Some civilian around there went and checked on that situation to make sure.
Because listen, if Barry really was going to try to save somebody's life, wouldn't you go in there and make sure the car wasn't on fire? How would you know if the car was on fire unless you went in there? Because it would take a long time to ignite the whole building. I mean,
because Barry only cares about Barry, and Barry said, "If I enter that building, I'm going to go to jail. I'm not getting blamed for anything. I'm not getting blamed for anything." I mean, you're an idiot, dude. I wouldn't have cared about.
So save somebody's life, take a misdemeanor theft charge.
Nobody would have got charged.
Now,
if you went in that building, yes, you're going to be with the cops for a little while. They're going to want to talk to you. They're going to question you. They're going to know. But you're not going to get charged with anything, dude.
But even if you did, okay, even if you got charged with trespassing, saving another human being's life, and a misdemeanor trespassing charge. I have never been arrested for anything in my fucking life, but I would take the misdemeanor trespassing charge to save another human's life.
Barry's the type of dude. Listen, man. Back in the day, man, when I used to creep up in people's properties and shit. If I would have ever come on a situation where a dude had a woman at gunpoint getting ready to kill her, I would have intervened and I would have took the charge. You know what I'm saying? If I'd ever come up on something bad, somebody hurt the kid or something, I would have took the charge because I would have intervened. I would have had no choice but to intervene.
Barry would have wanted to save his own cow.
Barry would have fucking hidden the shadows and let it happen and moved on. Then bragged about it to all his buddies.
You know what Barry reminds you of? How many people have seen Supernatural? The things that like pain and suffering. Leviathan or whatever.
I don't know about
I mean,
all that,
he's
but-
kind of like them. Because he thrives on this.
He
The
cares about
shows.
himself. Barry cares about Barry. Barry only cares about Barry. He pretends
And listen,
he cares about
I want to
Barry.
say that too. Dad brought that up. In order to be a good parent, you have to care more about your child than you do your own safety, your own well-being,
your own
your own happiness. And Barry's never done that with Ryan, and that's sad. Because my kid, I couldn't imagine dropping him off somewhere and just leaving him. Hell, when he's at school, I'm fucking lost. I mean, I couldn't imagine it. I mean, just wow, Barry. Put up some good content tomorrow. Hey, what do you think about Rich fucking telling you to go fuck yourself? Is that the response you were wanting?
Told you to stop shouting people out, dumbass. Nobody wants to be affiliated with you, dude.
You're cooked.
You're cooked. I mean, told you was done.
So, winning. We'll be back for a minute. Barry, leave them kids alone. See you guys.
Again, Barry, you want to stop all this? You want to get ahead of yourself? You want to take some of the power away? Get ahead of it. Come out and admit what kind of piece of shit you are, and move the fuck on. Quit denying. Because see, all you did with Rich is you denied. They said this about me. They said that about me. I didn't do it. Well, when they go, look, Barry, you did do it. You did say it. You did send them tweets. You are everything we said you are. You have done and are.
You know what? Barry was hiding a fucking, like one of the cartoons where when the mouse puts a bomb in a box and fucking blows him in his face.
I see this kind of shit all the time. Dude. People just won't own the shit. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know how to explain it.
But, Barry, leave them kids alone. We'll be back for a minute. I gotta find a video, so it's gonna take me a minute, you guys.